A crucial reminder that this trans fixation with children wasn't just a blip during the Biden administration. It is happening all across the country. It is happening and being funded by taxpayer dollars in some of the biggest cities and some not so big cities, again, throughout the country. This trans time drag queen story hour for children. It is a thing. It is happening, and it's actually getting bigger. And there are all kinds of woke parents all over the world that are just willing to have their children abused by these freaks. And I do mean freaks, absolutely. Underline freaks, exclamation point. If you want to dress up in that kind of garb and hang around with kids, you're a freak. If you want to do it as an adult with other adults, you're an American citizen. Have at it. The children, we have to draw a line. It's great that President Trump is back. It's great that all these things are happening. But my gosh, this is, some MAGA people live in these blue states, and we're dying. We are dying. This lady, the Attorney General of New York State, remember her? How she came after Trump? She's a prime mover in this drag crap for kids.
We need to focus on Donald Trump and his abuses. We need to follow his money. We need to find out where he's laundered money. All of those transactions have happened here in New York City. Tell this president and every other individual that no one is above the law.
Then she should be in jail, all right? Not only for the real estate stuff, but especially for the kids. All right, very pompous woman, very smug, right? Going after President Trump with a total kind of support and facilitation of the swamp, of the media, of the New York Times. This lady, when she's not at work, goes to Drag Time Story Hour for children. She's into that stuff. She went there as a sitting attorney general for a state, part of her public schedule. Yes, this is a beautiful thing. No, it's not. It's wrong, and everybody knows it. This is part of that whole deal. You know, if they can pull this off, right, what can't they do? If they can actually brainwash, con, whatever, having anybody say that this is okay. So this character right here we're about to meet actually is paid in part by New York taxpayer dollars. These are public facilities that he goes to. Watch.
I'm a man dressed up as a woman, and I'm here to read stories to children, teach them what diversity is all about.
It's okay to have no hair.
I'm Angel Electra. I am doing Drag Queen Story Hour for the New York Public Library. I was raised Christian. I've always felt that I was gay. When I was growing up, I had to keep my sexuality a secret. So it was kind of hard for me to identify who I was as a child, because I was living both lives. Now, I'm just a queen. I read a book earlier. It was called Everyone is Different. This type of activity opens a child's eyes to what being different all about. It has to start somewhere.
It's called grooming. Has to start somewhere. Grooming children. And not only children, infants. You just see that? It has to start somewhere. You know, sometimes I hear people like, as far back as I can remember, I was this way. Well, what about the part you can't remember? I don't really remember much before the age of 3. What happens between 0 and 2? Will this baby remember going to this event? Will this event have affected he or she in some way? Look, here's the tell, all right? Oh, drag, yeah, look at this. It's all over the place, all over the place. Now, I've noticed, and this has been pointed out to me by a great guy. We had him on the show last night. You know, there are literacy programs all over the place. People who need books read to them. People who can't read, right? Some people are blind. The elderly, perhaps. Prisoners. People learning English as a second language, and hopefully they're here legally. There are all kinds of places where we need people to read books to people who need to learn the language. Why don't the drag queens want to go here?
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.